What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I bring to you one of the best NFL draft series on the internet, hands down. I bring to you an electric, exciting, hard-hitting, intercepting, sacking type of defensive and outside linebacker. He's played for not one but two great college football programs. He had 5 previous years while playing in Marshall. Crushed it over there. By the time he was done there, PFF had him at 91 point something, man. Absolutely insane. Finished off last year with the University of Miami, the Hurricanes, my favorite college football team. I got to watch him a lot last year, man, make lots of big plays. Didn't finish, got a little banged up, but didn't finish the full season. Still rocked out with 2.5 sacks, interception, tackles for loss, forced fumble. I mean, this guy is all over the place, man. Any NFL team that gets him, dude, he's more than a diamond in the rough. He's the diamond that's sticking out of the dirt that you pick up and you run with it. Like, he is that kind of player, man. A lot of mock drafts have him going somewhere in day 3. When it's all said and done, man, he could potentially be the best edge rusher in this year's NFL draft. But today we're going to get to know the man underneath the helmet. Today we're going to get to know the human being, the person. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you and welcome out of the University of Miami, 2025 NFL draft prospect, Elijah Alston. Elijah, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, bless, bro. Super happy to have you on the show today, man. I was already having a good day, and my day got better now that you're here, man. So thank you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. We're gonna get into all the football stuff. We're gonna talk scheme and all kinds of different things, and really the hard work that you're putting in. If you don't mind, man, take us from the very beginning, your story of origin. Where are you from originally, man, and what was it like growing up there?
Originally, I'm from North Virginia. Went to school in Chesapeake. Growing up in that area, it was kind of tough growing up. Uh, a lot of hard work had to be put in to get to where I am today. Um, from that point on, we went from Alston of High School, as you know, where I played at for high school. Uh, that was a amazing time for me, a stepping stone in my story as well. Helped me get to where I'm going at the moment. Um, Coming out of high school, we went to West Virginia. That was one of the bigger schools I had that offered, and one of the furthest reasons from home. So to get as far away from home as possible is the reason why I went to Marshall. Um, Spent 5 years there. Had an amazing time at West Virginia. Um, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of um, obstacles in the road, but for the most part, it has taught me a lot more than just football, but how to handle life off the field. I had an amazing time at Marshall, and then we transferred that very last year to Miami, and that's where we are today.
Man, that's awesome, bro. Thank you for sharing that with me, man. I was reading something to the extent coming out of Virginia, you were like a top 50 or top 60 player in the state, and then top 150 best defensive lineman in the nation, man. What kept you humble in those early years? You seem like a very humble guy even now, man. What has kept you humble this whole time?
Um, I feel like the things that keep me humble the most is I would say how I grew up. My environment. My environment keeps me very humble. The things I've encountered throughout my childhood and just kind of leading up to the today, it's just more so of what keeps me humble the most. I feel like religiously, it keeps me humble as well, knowing that I'm no better than the next man.
Now, did you always play D line? Did you ever play any other positions at all, or?
I feel like majority of my life I've been like D line or O line, just like growing up. I played a little bit of fullback.
Ooh.
Uh, that's I would say a little bit of linebacker. That's about it. Like that mix of those, but for the most part, I've been on the line.
Okay, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Now you're an electric player, man. On the field, man, you've had some pretty big plays. While you were at Marshall, you had an 81-yard pick six, and even
85.
last year, did I get that right? Was that 81
He's
yards?
85.
85. Okay, hey, my bad, man.
Hey, you can't short it. You can't short it.
Sorry, exactly right. And then last year, man, you had an interception as well too, man. You're excited, man, because like you're great on the blitz, but you could drop back into coverage, man. For people who a lot of people know who you are already, but for people who may not quite be familiar with you, man, because you know how it goes, man. Once a player gets selected by a team, everybody's trying to learn as much as they can about that player. So for people who are not quite familiar with you, man, how would you describe your style of gameplay?
I feel like I'm versatile. I feel like I can be very useful in a time of need, no matter first down, second down, third down. Like no matter whenever blitz, drop me back. I feel like no matter where you put me, I'll play. I feel like I make a good impact as a team player on and off the field. So personally, I feel like I'm I'm a pretty good pick.
Yeah, I love that, man. I love that. Very cool, man. And congratulations on getting selected for the Tropical Bowl, man. That was very
Thank you.
awesome. What was that experience like for you, man?
Tropical Bowl was fun. It gave me another opportunity. Again, y'all, you know that I was banged up a little bit this past season, but it was fun to go out there, run around, to have my cleats and helmet on again. Um, it was cool to go out, talk to the scouts. You know what I'm saying? Sit down, chop it up with them football, or just just to get a feel for it a little bit. I feel like that was pretty cool so far as when it comes down to practice and actual game. It was fun. I feel like I had fun for the most part. I had fun meeting new people, building new relationships. It was, overall, I had a time.
That's cool, man. Very, very cool, man. What do you want your legacy to take and be when it's all said and done, man, as far as your college football career takes and goes, man? You accomplished a lot, man. What would you like your legacy to be?
My legacy,
Yeah.
I just want to be known as like the kid who had fun.
Yeah. Went out and balled out pretty much.
To go out there, have fun. Like,
I love it. I love it, man. Who are some players you say that you probably model your game after a little bit?
I feel like a few players that I watched or have watched. I like to watch Von Miller. I like the way he moves. Khalil Mack. I like his style, his little power finesse. And then we got Michael Parsons, who I feel like I'm slightly similar to due to the fact that position wise, he kind of is a moving chess piece all over.
Love it, man. Love it. What are some ways that you feel that your leadership style and then also your morale will contribute to an NFL locker room?
Um, Leadership wise, I don't feel like I'm a overly vocal person. I'm more of the person that's like when I catch you on the side, I'm like, hey man, like give you encouragement, tell you like little pointers that we can fix or what you need to work on or more things. You know what I'm saying? I'm more
Yeah,
of a I catch you on the side, not more of a in the moment or big group type person. I feel like if I'm in a big group and something needs to be said, I don't have a problem speaking up, but I feel like I'm more of a one on one person more than I am a one versus the whole group.
yeah. I love that, man. So you lead by example, in other words.
Mhm. Yeah.
I love that, man. That's awesome, man. And those are some of the best leaders, man. Some people they do all that jaw jacking, man, but they don't back it up on the field or even lead by example, man. So that's really really great to hear, man. I want to ask you, man, what was you've had a long football journey, man. You had some hardships growing up. It sounds like you go to Marshall, man, to really turn over a new leaf, man, start a new chapter in your life. Um, what would you say that you learned about yourself in this whole process of playing college football?
Um, Throughout this whole process, I've learned that I'm very blessed. I've definitely realized how blessed I am. Dealing with again, just going through my college process, going through my high school process, and growing up. I've been blessed to come out on top of a lot of underdog situations. A lot of people that feel like, oh, he doesn't deserve it. That's when I come out on top and show the world. Elijah Austin is who I am today.
Love it, man. If I may ask, man, do you play with the chip on your shoulder, man?
Um, I would say yes, just just so I could make my life better, make and help the people around me lives a little bit better, especially
Yeah.
from where I come from. I feel like that's just a little bit of a chip. But for the most part, my mom always told me was like, just go out there and have fun. Go out there and be you.
Love it, man. Man, once some NFL checks start rolling in, man, some people want to buy the mama house, some people want to buy some bling, some people want to save it. What are some ways that you would like to get involved, man, into
Um,
the community?
I feel like community wise, I feel like I want to invest in like charities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Charities are a good way to give back. Start like school drives, get book bags and stuff like that for the kids.
Yeah,
any way to give back.
I love
Food
that, man.
drives, any of that.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And it's cool you come from that area, man. So, it'd be a great way for people to take and see, like, wow, like that's I've seen that guy before. Like I used to
Hmm.
see him walking to school or whatever the situation was. Like people know you. So definitely pretty cool, man. You got a little banged up last year, but it's pretty cool. You put up the kind of stats that some people could only dream of in a season, man. So you still put up some really great stats, super explosive and a lot of fun to watch in that Miami defense, man. I've heard shout out to Alex Dunno, man, good friend of mine. He has a show called Locked on Canes, so he's basically the Sports Illustrated guy for the Miami Hurricanes, man. I've heard him speak
Okay.
volumes about you, and a lot of NFL scouts like you a lot, man. Talk to me about some of the training that you're putting into, man. You got a little banged up, man, but from what I hear, you're 100% good now, right?
Hmm.
Awesome, man.
Back,
Talk to
we
me about
back
your
to
training.
it. We
Where are
back
you
to
training
it.
at right now, man? And how's that going?
I'm training out here in Davie, Florida right now at Perform. If you guys
Ooh,
don't know about it, y'all should check it out.
awesome, man. Yeah, I'll tag that down below in the description of this video, man. When is your pro day?
March 24th.
That's awesome, man. What are some things that you're hoping to really help pop out to NFL scouts who are watching you, man? That will be there at your pro day.
Y'all just gotta wait and see. Just gotta wait
Okay,
and see.
okay, I love it, man. I love it, man. Yeah, smile on your face, man. You're holding something in there, man. So we're gonna see it, man, out there on the video, man.
You gotta
Very
go
cool.
out here and show the world. That's all.
That's dope, man. Miami, dude. I'm so happy we finally had the resurgence of college football at its finest, man. Y'all had a great year, man. So congratulations on all your success, man. And
All right, thanks.
um, absolutely, man. Paint a picture to somebody who's from the outside looking in. You got a lot of dogs, man. I can only imagine how tough it is playing against, Damian Martinez, man, Cam Ward. Man, what were practices like, man? Can you give us any insight on that?
Practice was always fun. Practice was also crazy. It just knowing the high levels of competition
Mhm.
going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth every day at practice. No matter the drill, no matter what situation we're in, it's always constant competition.
Love that, man. That's pretty cool, man. When it comes to scheme, man, NFL scouts, they're always looking like, man, could he fit in this scheme? Could he be on this team? People are analyzing everything, sometimes overanalyzing the stuff that don't even matter. But can you tell me today and the people of Touchdown Nation, what are some of your favorite schemes, defensive schemes that you feel that would help your skills to pop out a little more?
Honestly, I don't feel like I have a favorite scheme. Just more
Okay.
so the fact that again, I feel as if my style of play is very versatile. I can play four down. I can play three down, like overhangs, anywhere you need me to be. Like I feel like I can play.
That's dope, man. Very cool. And we see that versatility in your stats on the film. It wasn't just you had a 1 year. Oh, okay, you just had one good year. Like you have there was last year as well too, where you went nuclear as well too with Marshall. And may I point out, man, like in practice, what was your running back's name for Marshall? Ali was the last name.
Rasheen Ali,
Rasheen Ali, man,
boy, right
that
there.
guy, one of my favorite running backs in last year's draft, man. Dude was a dog. So I can only imagine what it was like tackling him and facing up against him, man.
She ain't running around that corner. I ain't lie. That's some different speed hitting that corner. You better know how to
Yeah,
hold that edge.
yeah, absolutely, man. That dude is a dog. DAWG, man. Absolute beast, man. Very cool, man. I want to ask you, man. Obviously, we had the NFL draft like this April, man. What are some of your goals when you finally step into that locker room, man? What are some of your goals rookie year in the NFL?
My goals, I'm trying to make that 53 to make a point not only for myself but for the kids younger than me, the ones that look up, the ones that dream to possibly be in that situation, to know that anything is accomplishable.
Love that, man. Love that. And man, when it comes to like pre-day, man, what are some things that lead you to get your mind right before the game?
Um, I would feel like just leading up to the game is just probably staying calm, staying focused for the most part. Um, I feel like that's just the key to it. Just don't overstress yourself. Always remain calm. Always remain at peace. Try to
Yeah.
limit as many distractions to stay focused on what you got to be focused on.
Love that, man. And what's something you want NFL scouts, man, to know about you that perhaps they may not know already about you?
Oof. I don't feel like I'm too much. Like I'm pretty black and white, honestly. Um, I'm what you need. I feel like that's all I gotta say is I'm what you need.
Yeah. And to add to that answer too, man, you kind of mentioned it earlier, man. Like, you don't have a favorite defense scheme. You
I
plug
play anything.
exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I look at some schemes like the Minnesota Vikings, Brian Flores.
Hmm.
He is notorious, and I love B Flow. I'm a huge B Flow fan. Should have never been fired from Miami, but that's another episode for another day. A huge Brian Flores fan, but one of the things I like about him, he'll draft a guy who can do four different things. You know what I mean? You could be in a scheme like that potentially, right? You look at teams where they have a hard time getting to the quarterback. You could be in a scheme like that. You know what I mean? You're more than just a gadget player. You can drop out in the coverage. You have a lot of skills that remind me of Andrew Van Ginkel, actually.
Hmm.
Or as fans call him Gink. That guy who's like, you could drop him back in the coverage. You'll see him catching interceptions and passes deflected. You also see him force some fumbles, again, tackles in the backfield as well too. Who is a nightmare, a freaking nightmare on the edge, man. I gotta ask you, man, three of your favorite moves, man. Is it the bull rush? Is it the swim? What are some of your favorite moves to get to the quarterback, man?
Uh, Three of my favorite.
Yeah,
I feel like um,
it don't have to be three. You can say two or four, however many.
double swipe. I feel like that's a lot of most guys go to. The cross chop. I'm getting a good flow for that. Um, and I feel like if it's like I'm trying to set something up or just seeing what type of person I'm going against, is probably either like I'm gonna run speed, try to run around you, or a little hezzy bull just to see what you if you can sit down or if I can walk through your face, just to see.
I love that, man. I love that. Kind of test the waters a little bit.
That's all.
Very cool, man. And then last question of the day, man. And again, appreciate you for rocking with me here today. The show, man, it's not only for fans, but also for NFL scouts to get to know the people, man. So I truly appreciate you, man. What are some ways that set you apart from other edge rushers in this year's NFL draft?
I feel like a few things that set me apart is my finesse, my versatility, my style of play, my energy that I bring to the game. Um, I feel like those are just a few components that set me apart from everybody else.
Love it, man. Elijah, dude, thank you so much for coming on the show here today. For all the people who are watching this interview, man, I'll have the description to your social media stuff down below. So not only people can take and follow your journey, they can take and get inspired, man. Because I definitely feel inspired in talking to you. Sounds like you really accomplished, really accomplished a lot in your life, and you've overcame a lot. And you are proof that no matter where you start at in life, man, some
Bro, I ain't
people.
finished.
Yeah, it's all about how you finish, man. You know what I mean? And once you're given that opportunity, no matter what round you fall in, once you're selected by a team, you're going to make the most of that opportunity like you have in high school, college football, and even in the NFL, man. So, man, you have a beautiful story, man. And I'm excited, man, with the next few months and years even hope for you, man. Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Ladies and gentlemen, comment below which team you would like to see him on. And we'll see you guys next time on The Touchdown with Doug Smith. Thank you for watching another episode of The Touchdown with Doug Smith, where we have exclusive NFL content and exclusive NFL interviews. Be sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. Follow us on social media. See you on the next one.